Ooh. Game sound? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Awfl show. Playing Final Fantasy XIV. It's a game that I like a lot. That we started playing again for the first time last night after about 4+ years, something like that, of a break. Having some fun, playing some games. So we're just gonna keep making progress on the main story quest. For some reason, I got a text immediately as I went live. That's interesting. Coincidence? Anyway, I hope everybody is ready for this. So sit back, relax, strap yourselves in, hold on to your butts. Final Fantasy XIV. Need to find a way to make that more climactic. So we're playing Summoner class right now. Still level 50, haven't leveled up. I think the next mission for us is to fight Leviathan, which is exciting. So exciting. We gotta ride the horse down there, or we just teleport. We'll just teleport. We're not gonna be able to solo Leviathan. We can probably enlist the help of our strong friends, but we gotta recruit some first. Besides that, we're good to go. I changed some of my keybinds around, so if I just stand still and do nothing, I'm pressing the wrong button by accident. Where are you? Where are you? You're down there. So the main quest has brought us to... we need to fight Leviathan, because the Sahagins resurrected him, successfully summoned him. Now we need to kill him. A lot of stuff happened in the main story quest. We're gonna do, at some point we'll do a, like, all of the story video, or series of videos. The twin vessel, the Horror Leader, I call her, is complete. She surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonnage, I don't know what that word means. Tonnage? Maybe it's tonnage. She has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention that she's nigh unsinkable, but I'm not one to tempt fate. The Horror Leader and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word, and we shall bear you to Leviathan. So the idea is we're going to drive a boat out into the ocean, and a bunch of adventurers are going to stand on the boat and fight a giant water snake from the boat. So, what could go wrong, right? Let's go fight a giant snake from the top of a boat. Oh, I turned on auto text. Having been constructed in some haste, the Horror Leader may not be pretty, but I assure she's capable. She's been fitted with what our friends at Naldik and Vimelis are calling an elemental converter. Assuming the thing works, it will use the power of the corrupted crystals on board to rob Leviathan of his hold over water. So it'll bring him up on shore. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may need to activate the device manually. Keep that in mind. Okay. We might have to throw a switch in the middle of the fight. It is expected that the Sahagin and their thralls will attempt to come to Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom will once again employ diversions. Dancred and Ishtola, I would have you assist in this effort. It's to fulfill its purpose. Your diversionary force must not want for numbers. By your leave, I too would volunteer my blade. Yugiri, she's our new friend. We would welcome it. Having seen you fight in Sapsa, I dare say the fishbacks will find your presence highly diverting. Dancred and Ishtola, if you would join the 3rd levy, and Lady Yuri the 5th. So we're putting together a force to divert the Sahagins while the real heroes go fight the giant water snake. But what words I have for the man who has made a sport of slaying gods, only these. Go warily, for the sea is an unforgiving place to wage war. May the navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light. Thought we were the hero of time. I would echo the Admiral's sentiments and add a few words of mine own. Know that we all have the utmost faith in you next. May the crystal blessing keep you. Oh, these are neat little lighthouse buildings. That one's got been demolished by something. This is hilarious. It dawned on me this morning how funny this is, that it just, everything freezes and it goes, dun, 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 dun. Quest accepted. The Horror Leader. I don't know what a Horror Leader is. Somehow we need to fight this and win. Fight and win! I don't know if anybody's going to be willing to help us. We could try. Let's just queue for it for a second and see how it goes. We'll hit the switch that turns off Wait, those options are up here now? Frontline freelancer? I know what that means. Undersized party is cool. Unsync is cool. Let's try queuing for that as DPS. I think it's gonna try to pop it right away. And I'll say wait. Or is it just going to give us... Okay, I get it. So that option won't pair us with other people who also want to do it unsynced. That option will only do it, or send in the party that we have locally. The party that we are currently in. So we need to find some help. Anyone want to fight Leviathan? Or the MSQ. And now we get to find the horror leader. This is gonna time out. That's weird. The ticking did not coincide with the numbers counting down. This guy said sure. Crunchy salad. Tell me, crunchy salad. Who are you? Who are you? We only have 2 now, if this guy even answers. This is the part of the game that's going to be most slow, I think. Mind blown JFK. There, I'll invite you. Trying to coordinate this sort of stuff that we can't solo yet, that everybody else is already way past, is going to be the most painful part of the process, I think. But it hasn't been an issue so far. Mind blown JFK. He has a level 70, whatever that is. Crunchy Salad has joined the party. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. What's this called? Horror. The horror. I have no idea. Crunchy Salad says, in novice. He's in my party. He says we have to time the shield thing properly. Okay. What if I ride my chicken up the stairs? Jump him into the water. And jump him into the water. Jump him into the water. Can't. Think we can do a 3. What does Crunchy Salad have? He's got a few 70s. I think that's White Mage. I don't know what the symbols are. That's Paladin. This is White Mage. I don't know what the tree is. Black Mage? Maybe? Storm Captain. Wow. Hunter Scholar. Oh, that's his name. Boy, adventure after an elite mark. What do you do here? What do I look like? A farmer? I'm a hunter, versed in lore of elite marks. Adventurers may think only of the allied seals given a reward, but there is poetry in the hunt. I will teach you the lore of the elite marks and may persuade you with the beauty of enterprise. At the very least, you shall die knowing more than you did. Okay. Could just make a lobby. Party. I'm trying to make a. So we got these sick idle animations now. There was an option in the settings to turn idle animations on and with a random setting. So we did that. Look at him go. Wow. Wow. He's so random. You're so random, Nexus. Wow. Anyway, we might turn that off at some point. Social party finder. Party finder. Question mark, question mark, question mark, and then profit. Oh. This tells what people are looking to do. Locked duty, locked duty, locked duty. Okay, well look at all that stuff. I can't tell what the hell it is. Supposed to make a lobby. Recruit members. Or trial. That one. Objective. None. First timers welcome. For MSQ. Main story quest. Okay. Great. Okay. Recruitment has begun. Crossroad party. Something something. This is cool. I didn't know this was a thing. So my guess is that in order to deal with low populations and that sort of thing, you can group with people that aren't on your server. It used to be server only. Now you can group with people that aren't on your server for stuff like this anyway. Instanced content that it ports you into. I imagine you can't do like regular quests with people from other servers. But we'll see. We'll find out at some point. Haha, you so random. Wow. Undersized party so we don't have to sync. Sure. Let me make that change. Recruitment criteria. Edit. Oh yeah, undersized party. Apply. So now that should be reflected in our party finder, right? Oh, people are getting added. Neat! This is going to make this way easier. I'm going to switch to Scholar, just because I don't think I'm going to be useful on Summoner. No, we need to keep buying this. Anything else? And then Scholars arm. And then give me the best equipment. There we go. And I changed the keybind here. I put this. Oh, my Summoner and Scholar buttons are staying the same. Interesting. Do I not have a sick button? I have heal. Weird. Pets. Sick. T. Okay, I think we're good to go. We're just gonna go ahead and start. Join. Unable to participate while looking for a party. Join. Nice. Let's do it, baby! I'm ready. This is a first time anyone in the entire planet, in the entire history of the human race, has attempted this fight. It's never been done before. Literally never been done before. It's the first time ever. There's our trouser snake. Right there! Aye aye, Captain. I realize I do this a lot. Put my finger right here. I'm gonna stop doing that. Put the finger down. Whoa. Shooting cannons at the... Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Squirtle used bubble beam. It's not very effective. He's shooting water at a boat. I mean, you're gonna have to have a lot of water. Oh, I see. We're pulling like a little arena barge. Hey, Captain. This is where we fight. This is where they die. I just left it. This is like the SpaceX barge. We're gonna kill the trouser snake and then we're gonna land a rocket on the barge. That's the plan. Hearing lots of noises from out in the hallway. Oh baby, the trouser snake! I bet all my party members are like, why is he watching the cutscene? Cool! When this game released, there was a video of Leviathan like attacking a ship, and it was the hypest thing. Back in 2010. This game's 8 years old. Damn, this game's 8 years old. I'm ready! I don't have a pet, but I'm ready. I do have a pet. Do we have a... I don't know what classes anybody is. Whoa. So we're just gonna put shields on everybody. Drive me nuts. Wow, 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 wow. We want to be inside of this probably. Ouch. I got tidal waved. Were we supposed to throw the switch then? A level 70 dude got killed too. He's almost dead though. Alright, good job everybody. The real team effort. At some point we'll do the fight for real, and then mechanics. Everybody's left already. Okay. We did it! We did it. Okay. Let's go talk to Merlywib. It's rude to disband the party while they're still in it when they came to join. So I'm not going to. Whoa, look at that bow. Ice bow. Look at that snowman. Snowman with an ice bow. Xanthale. When the urgency of your business, I thought it best to refrain from making conversation during the past few visits. Today I will permit myself a few words. Ahem. I feel truly privileged to have had the honor of meeting such a hero as you. You're an inspiration to us all, sir, and also note the admiral awaits you in the command room. Wink. Bro, don't wink at me. Bro. Don't you dare wink at me, bro. Merlywib.
Lominsans are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally. On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks. 'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man.
What about the cat people?
Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral.
I think she's a ninja. That's what they're talking about. She's a Final Fantasy ninja class.
Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
I'm not laboring to believe it.
Stola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
We're learning all about Thancred's history right now.
Nymphilia, please!
He's got the hots for the ninja girl,
It would
even though
seem
she's a
there is more
lizard.
to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
You don't know she's a lizard because she's wearing a mask. But I can see the tail. Mask doesn't hide the tail.
Lady Yugiri, I am
She's a
told
lizard.
that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Moderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in.
This woman's very pale.
Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
Cool. That's nice of you, Merlywib.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
Teach me about your marshals.
You wished a word in private.
There, see the tail? She's a lizard.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds stood before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'shtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagins' reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
I say nay, nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
Where do they draw the line between men and beastmen? Because you're a cat, and she's like a bear or something. A moose. I don't even know.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
And the woman around the corner eavesdropping is a lizard. So, which ones are men?
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
I don't know.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
It's kind of a narrow-minded way of thinking. Neat! Lord of the Horror. Gladiator Arm, Pugilist, Marauder, Lancer. We don't have any of these classes up here. Let's go with the Lance. And we might play Dragoon at some point. I don't think we're going to play any of the other jobs. Definitely won't play Monk. That's boring AF. Punching things. I wanted to punch things. I'd punch them in real life. Okay, so which one are beastmen? Because this guy is part of the bear race or whatever they are. Maybe they are men. They're giant people. That one's a cat. How are we supposed to draw a line and say that the cat are on the men's team and that the fish are on the beastmen team? I don't understand. My guy can't figure it out clearly. He's deep in thought. Is the buffalo calf a beastman? I don't know. Alright, what's the next quest, man? Point you in the direction of the limits in Underworld. Whoa! Admirals inform me of the arrangement. I am keeping a letter of instruction for Lady Yuguri. To the south stands a gate waiting to appear. Oh god, hold on. I just realized that this isn't actually full screen. The fish, yeah, fish. What about the fish? Why don't I see chat here? What? My chat is not showing chat. Oh god. What have I done? None of this is working. Stand by. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Get the chat bot working. This isn't full screen. I just realized. I did not tell it to do the YouTube command. Why is it not full screen? Trying to fix things in real time. There's a big black bar. Was it like that yesterday too? Is there a black bar on the right side? No, it's just on the top. Weird! How weird is that? Pretty weird. Okay, stand by. Doing some stream fixing right now. Let's see if this works. Test. That works. Okay, now I can see chat again. I don't know why I couldn't see chat here before, but whatever. Okay, this guy wants us to go downstairs. That's what he's trying to say. Oh, main display. We need this to take up the full screen. It's not currently. It had a black bar. I streamed for 3 hours yesterday with a black bar at the bottom. Oh god, why god? I think it's this. This is the option we want, but this is... Every time I've tried this in the... Never mind, it just works all of a sudden. Great, it fixed it. I tried this earlier. I actually tried that earlier. And it would just freeze. The game would just get really slow. And freeze. It's not good. Not good. There we go. Alright, we're in the game. Is that my brother I saw in chat? You here, bro? You still here? Oh. Look at us go. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's up, dude? Are you gonna play? Gonna play together? When Yugiri met the fraternity, I just need to go over here to the check mark. You run to the exclamation points and then you run to the check marks. That's how it works. Guess World Cup to win big prize. We have sufficient stock. Real 5-minute delivery. Guild for free. Oh, man. Real money trade is still a thing in MMOs. It's been so long, I forgot all about it. I think I was trying to sell gold. This character's name is Chacha Wacha Wacha Chachas. Got business with me, Venturer? I've got a spooky letter for you, inconspicuous man. You get an error on Mog Station? Uh-oh. Okay, well then I've got plenty of time to catch up on the story. I was hoping I might catch a glimpse of Thancred too. Been a while since I saw his shit-eating grin, but with all the doe-eyed wretches about, I suspect he got his hands full. He said wenches. He thinks Thancred is literally drowning in pussy. Oh! The lizard girl. Ah, you must be the far easterner, what Merlywib says wants to train with us. Welcome to Limsa, milady. I am Yugiri of Doma. 'Tis an honor to make your acquaintance. Oh shoot, it went forward on its own. My bad. Not the first person to say that. Limsa is a city of pirates, to be sure, and pirates don't give two farts about keeping a spotless reputation. They hardly need a secret society to do their dirty work. Left hand down. Might be as my people and I keep to the shadows, but we got nothing to be ashamed of. It's simply better for business that we remain unseen. And so you have developed fighting techniques suited to this purpose, I see. Know that the practitioners of my art, too, are denizens of shadow. 'Tis in stealth that our strength lies. There is much we might learn from one another, I think. Meanwhile, man or beast man? Then what in the Seven Hills are we waiting for? If you come with us, Yugiri of Dowatsit, we can get acquainted in more private surrounds. That didn't come out right, did it? Just insulted the Lizard Queen. Master, next I shall remain with these people for a time that I might study their ways. Okay. Though I am loath to be separated from my countrymen, I take solace in the knowledge that they are in the best of hands. You have been a true friend to us, Domans. No words would suffice to express my gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin imparting my martial knowledge to the people of Eorzea. When that time comes, it will be my honor to welcome you as a student. Okay. This game is called Nexus Nods. Arcanist Grimoire. Omnitome. I think that's better than the one we've been using on Summoner. It's a Black Mage Staff. Effin' bow. Let's grab this. We've been playing mostly Summoner to do all the killing stuff as we make our way through the quest here. And then Scholar for the group things, because Well, it doesn't really matter. We end up just dying anyway, so it doesn't matter, I guess. Much and more has occurred since first I beheld the Eorzea from the Galleon's decks. Suffice it to say, I did not envisage being invited to play a part in your noble struggle. Forgive me, I have kept you overlong. Doubtless you have pressing business of your own. Rest assured that I no longer require an escort in this land. When next you meet Lady Minfilia, pray relay to her my humblest thanks. Would that I could do so in person, but I must needs fulfill my promise to the Admiral. Till we meet again, Warrior Light. Speak with Minfilia at the Rising Stones. They could have called it the Rising Log. Because Minfilia, you know, you go talk to her and then your log rises. You know? Because she's pink. I don't know. She's a pink Power Ranger. She's in this building now. She's always hiding behind a locked door. Actually, in this case, it's 2 locked doors. I guess it was in the other place too. Minfilia.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove.
He did do that. I watched that. They killed him and he just teleported into another guy.
Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul. But never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan.
What's the deal with the candle?
And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed.
I've been saying that word like Asian this whole time for comedic effect.
There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder. Could the legend in fact refer to the Echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight.
We must defeat the Asians.
With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long.
Neat. There's Urianger. Urianger?
Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Garlean motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
Baldessian. I'm pronouncing all these words wrong.
What of them?
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
A whole island?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be.
Spooky.
'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
Ultima.
12 preserve.
Group meeting.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
Actually, an island disappeared last night. Oh, they're leaving. Don't care about the island? Those chairs can't be comfortable for little people. He's sitting right on the edge.
It is done, my lord. Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
I thought this guy was a good guy. Earlier in our adventure, he was a good guy. He vouched for the lizard people to have a place to stay and all that. Rogue's Arm. Scholar's Arm. I don't know if that's better than the one we have, but we don't have any of these classes, so we'll take it. Time to find out. Character. Character. This has item level 80. If we say recommended gear, that's better than our Omniflex. Actually, we want to switch to Arcanist. And then hit recommended gear. Equip. Bang, and then Summoner Sybil. Neat. How neat is that? Our friends, the very isle itself, everyone and everything. Why didn't they just record all the audio? No, it avails us not to speculate. Eorzea will send word if there are any developments. Until such time as he does, we must remain firmly focused on that which was within our power to change. With that in mind, I would speak on a different matter, one closer to home. Tell us about your belly button, Minfilia. How do you keep it so flat? Concerns etheric fluctuations, which we had previously attributed to good King Mughal Mog XII, aka that mofo we slain yesterday. That the king is no more a blessing for... Oops. Yet all is not well in the 12's wood. Our latest readings reveal an ongoing etheric disturbance of considerable magnitude. They may even suggest the presence of a primal. No! We just killed one! Needless to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation, and I would have you... Ascilia, I do not wish to interrupt, but we have a problem. Flamin'. What the problem is. A band of refugees hailing from Ul'dah this time are come to Ravenous Toll seeking asylum. It would seem that they expect us to afford them the same treatment we gave the Domans. At present, they are in the 7th Heaven, waiting a formal response. 7th Heaven is a bar. It's a good name for a bar. I see, mayhap this was to be expected. I shall meet with them at once. Oh great, so now that we took in some refugees, we have to take in all our refugees. Ascilia, you know full well we have the resources to accommodate many more people. Consider what will happen if you do this. Word will spread and more will follow. AKA the refugee crisis in Europe. Your opinion is duly noted, but I will hear their suit. Dear diary, today Minfilia was Angela Merkel. Okay, she said she wants us to come with her. Let's see, so far we are the hero of time, we are the warrior of light, we are the gatherer of tea leaves, we are the deliverer of crates, we are the slayer of trouser snakes, and now we are the diplomatic envoy, and our book is blinking. What the F? It has a nose. It has a nose! Carry him around. Let's go to 7th Heaven and talk to the refugees. And then I just started running. Oh, they're in here. Draggle-tailed refugee. Apologize for keeping you waiting. My name is Benfilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Jove be praised, it is you! We are ready and willing to work, same as the Domans. Just give us a task and we'll see it done. There's only 3 of them, just let them in. Pray calm yourselves, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know not of your situation. Beg your pardon, antecedent, I ain't so good with words. Me too, brother. We've been living off the scraps of old out for years now, trying to piece together a life to replace the one we got took. On what got took. They say there's work, but there's not for an honest man, not as wouldn't sully his soul sooner than his palms any road. The flames do what they can for us, of course, but it ain't near enough. Whew. And it's only getting worse. When the calamity brought us to our knees, those rich bastards in the city didn't help us up. They climbed on our backs. I don't pretend to be clever, but even I can see what's coming. I knew we had to run. The only question was where, and then it came to me. Revenant's Toll, aka Sweden. I mean, you took them foreigners in, didn't you? So surely you do the same for us? No way, man. You're white. We only help black people. I fear the situation is rather more complicated. While it is true that we accept the Doman's petition for aid, that decision was a product of extraordinary circumstances. And they're lizards. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray understand that it is not possible for our organization of our means to aid all who have been affected by the calamity. And so it was a great regret. I must deny your request. Single tear. But we've got nowhere else to go. You turn your back on us? If I might have a word. Little Taru woman. Tartaru is Artemis. Ill tidings from Uldar, my lady. Alphanod has been wounded. What? How? Is it serious? I cannot say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the flames, the refugees started a riot. They went wild, apparently, lashing out at any and everyone. These same refugees I want to join here. They can't be right, why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. It was sabotaged by rich people. 7 hells. Now the Blades have an excuse. They'll round us up and kill anyone who tries to resist. Antecedent, please, if you want to help us build a new life, at least help us keep the ones we've got. My lady. We are not the ones to stand idly by and watch innocent suffer. I can't remember the voice I did 2 minutes ago. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I am uncertain what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine that the refugees attacked without provocation, then those responsible have to answer for their actions. How can you be so blind? Find Alphanod, and quickly. If he's in danger or worse, I would have you and none other by his side. Alphanod. Thank you. Pray do not concern yourself with the matter we were discussing earlier. Idia and Papillamo. We'll see to it. Alphanod is being treated at the Hourglass. Hurry. Okay. I think what they're trying to say is, why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? I promise I won't ever do that again. Search for Alphanod and Uda. Okay. It won't be hard, I'll just go to the check mark. I imagine he's there. At the check mark. Steps of Nald. Steps of Naldo. Huh. Time to burn some rubber. Eat my dust.
Come, you must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well. Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over. Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ul'dah, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence. So
That
where
sneaky
do the
little
refugees
bastard.
fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity? Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dah way of thinking, they may as well not exist. Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor.
I thought that word was Sucor.
Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Uldans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers. While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry. The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Dolmens asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest. Nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence.
Can we play everything cross-server?
That the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
Okay. And then the music's happy. Well, whatever you want to do, man. If you want to transfer, that's cool. If you want to just do instances, that's fine too. As told you before, it's all but inevitable that an incident of this kind would eventually occur given the rising tensions within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe that this particular riot may not have begun spontaneously. I have a bunch of level 50s. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good, then you will accompany me to the Hall of Flames. I would hear that General Rauban has to say upon the matter. Okay. No, that's fine. Whatever you want to do. I was hoping to rush through and unlock Dark Knight and then start over. I guess it starts at 30 or something. And go from there. But I have no idea how close I am to getting that done. I'm really far back on the storyline. You can level me in instances. Okay, well, I haven't unlocked the character or the class yet. What? We're at the wrong place. We need to go to the Adventurers Guild. That's where we just came from. Okay, I don't know. Where's the Hall of Flames? Oh, it's right over there. I just ran over there, but I ran all the way over here for no reason. Thought I knew better. Raban, there you are. Now is not a good time, Lieutenant Zeus. My hands are full dealing with the refugees. Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Off and on, back on your feet already. You may credit my swift recovery to your chirurgeons. The hell? My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation. Not entirely, we secured the city soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout the land. We have sent what forces we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents, but progress is slow. They are damnably elusive. I can well imagine, given that the majority of our refugees live outside the walls, it stands to reason that they would know the lay of the land. What I do not understand is how they came to be so well prepared. Before my little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed and not with butcher's knives or pitchforks, with martial weaponry. I need hardly add that equipment was costly. None can deny that tensions between Ul'dahn citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the Domans were turned away. But would that motivate a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not even a single guild to spend, who could not survive without the aid provided by the immortal flames? Surely they would sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their benefactors. Come to the point. He's not very good at thinking. Very well, my point is, General, this powder keg of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion, and now order must be restored. That's my first duty. Until it's done, any investigation can wait. I do not have time to discuss this. My scouts will be returning anon. They say that a lot. Anon. The General's no fool. He keeps his own counsel and with good cause. This guy's got the Attack on Titan thing. Were he to claim without the necessary proof that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the monetarists would accuse him of attempting to shirk responsibility. After all, he and the Sultana have been the most outspoken proponents of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I have far more faith in your abilities. Next, therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigation independent of the authorities. Now we are a detective. Add that to our job list. To that end, I would have you make inquiries in the settlements suspected of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. He may balk at a request for such information, but no doubt that you can persuade him with your silver tongue. Ew. I meanwhile shall seek answers in my own way, after which we can regroup and share our findings. What? Well then, shall we? Nod. Sir nods a lot. Speak with Swift. There he is. I had to look up to figure out where he was. You look as though you have something to say, Lieutenant, do you? What you ask for is no simple favor. Were such information to fall into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers would be at risk. Even so, there's wisdom in your words. An able individual, even one with ties to the flames, may be suited to this task. May be better suited to this task in a regiment. Very well. The Brass Blades have reported suspicious activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. It may be unrelated to recent events, but we doubt it. I suggest you begin by speaking to the Blades posted there. Lost Hope. Teleport, thank you. Teleport everywhere! We're actually making money doing the quests, even though we're teleporting all over. Brother, do you know how far away I am from unlocking that job? Being able to unlock that job? I can just play whatever job I have in order to fit the group. But it would be cool if I could actually play Dark Knight. I'm Melburga! A Murgaber! What brings you here? Adventure or search for refugees? Well, then you come to the right place, and you mean those refugees. I don't know, you won't find them here. Most of the people lost hope have come to accept their situation, content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Okay. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, like the merchant who passed through recently. Gregarious fellow, but awfully opinionated. I can't say I was sad to see him go. Somebody came through. Friend of the Sultanate. I take this means someone has read my report. The refugees who left with the merchant have yet to return, and increasingly concerned about Zazawaka's suspicions were correct. You haven't the foggiest what I'm talking about, do you? Never mind. Speak with Zazawaka, he will explain everything. I'm level 50. I have many level 50s. 5-0. Need to find Zazawaka. Does anyone know Zazawaka? He's a little guy, isn't he? He is a little guy. Just a little guy. Don't hurt me, I'm not one of them. Something know your face, 1,000 pardons. My friend mistook you for one of the slugs who've been tormenting us. If Leo Frick bid you speak with me, then I take it you've agreed to help. 12 be praised for that. Because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under the fanatic's spell, but not I. Promises a revolution and retribution of holding the ruling class to account and taking that as what's owed. Ha! A child fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but few would heed my words. Now that one of our idealists has returned, however, the madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look behind yonder tent and you will understand why. Oh, there's lots of stuff there. Weapons? Arrows? Even now he babbles incoherently, so traumatized is he by the bloodshed he witnessed. Try as I might, I can make little sense of his words beyond the fact that he was not alone in surviving, yet I have no doubt that merchant will lead the remainder to their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. Okay. Oh, terrified refugee. What are you doing? Don't draw, don't draw, don't draw, don't draw. Why didn't you run away from me? We could have escaped together, then you'd be here with me, be here to soothe me. Why did you have to stay and leave me alone? Slash soothe. The red text means that's the email you're supposed to use. Who are you? What do you want? It's me. I followed the merchant. May the gods strike me down for my folly. What quest line is this? It's called Desperate Times. I don't know. It's the main story quest. I haven't gotten to the Heavensward stuff yet. I think that's where the job unlocks. What they will not give, you must take, he said. When we asked how, he revealed the cache of weapons he had brought and implored us to seize control of our fates. I thought about running then and there, but the others were so excited. He split us into two groups, sent us off on our own, but when the flames found us, we didn't know what to do. Our leader tried to parlay with theirs. Then they started arguing, then fighting, then everyone was fighting, and the flames were shouting, give no quarter, and oh god, it's the other group. They're still out there. If we don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine was. Terrified refugee. Okay, we're gonna skip the text. He wants us to go find the other guys. Original Bong with the sub. Thanks, bro. Captain Falcon. Search the caves south of Lost Hope for the other refugees. I can do that. Right there. Yeah, I think we just cut through here. Hopefully it's not up on top. Good bit, like an hour, like a day. Desperate refugee. There's a bunch of them. There's 4 of them. 4 of them total. 15 more? That's not so bad. I could do that for too long. 7 hills, they found us. Everyone grab your gear, make for the rendezvous point. So that's your game, is it? Ahaha, sorry to disappoint you, but we're more than willing to kill ye ourselves. Okay. Watch this. We're gonna bind him in place. So we can't do anything to us. Ha 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 ha. Drain him. Gonna let the pet get aggro on this guy. My sick button doesn't actually do anything. That doesn't make any sense. I put it on my bar. It's stupid. I was wondering why that didn't work. Does heal work? Heal works, but sick doesn't. While they finish whatever they're doing. Keep buying. Hotbar. Is there a pet hotbar option? 3 more of them. Yeah, there are pet hotbar buttons. Okay. Hey, attack that one. Oh, we're stunned. Got stunned. Kill him. Good job, everybody. Alright, where were we? There's more? Shield wrapping, shield rattling. I'm glad that I figured out I can bind people in place. Oh man! Ah! 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 Find! Ah! That was exciting. Now, where were we? Pet hotbar. It's 10, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So we want 7. Yeah. And heal is 2. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, apply. Close. Cool. You beat him like it was nothing. Thou Almighty, what are we gonna do now? Actually, that sucks, because now I can't use T and Shift T for any other class. Let's change that to Y. Y is far enough away that I won't use it for another class, but I could use it for the pet classes. I'm going to press this pretty infrequently, I think. There we go. And then we can put T and Shift T back there. Later, bro. Speak with the terrified refugee, back in the other cave. I don't understand why having follow on the bar worked, but having sick on the bar did not. Let's see if it even works here. Yeah, it works there. Interesting. You returned, did you find my brethren? What are the twins? What happened? I see, well, you had no choice. Better that a handful of them take a beating from you than the lot get butchered by the flames. Oh, we killed like 8 dudes. Tell me, did the merchant have to say when what did the merchant have to say when it was over? There was no merchant. I don't know where else could he be unless he went to Stone Sword to recruit others. As I recalled, he wished to approach refugees there as well. He was waiting until the flames withdrew their forces from the vicinity, and now they have. There's nothing to stop him from continuing his work. How many more must perish in pursuit of this futile cause? How much more suffering must we endure before it ends? Find him, convince him to cease his mad quest. It will surely lead us to ruin. Okay. Search Stone's Throw for the merchant. Just a hop, skip, and a jump away. For some reason, that bat is really good friends with the lizard. If you attack the lizard, the bat will come with him to defend him. They're buddies or something. I'm looking for hide UI scroll lock. There we go. For these cinematic run-throughs where we just don't want to see all this crap. Much better. Oh, there's a crying child. What's up, man? Have you seen my parents? They told me to stay here with the others. They said be back, but it's been days. They left with the man with it from old blah blah blah. They left with the man from old blah. The man said they were going to change everything, make it so we could live inside the walls of everyone else. I liked it when he said that. Didn't like it when he talked about making the rich people pay. Everyone looked so angry and I got scared. Lots of people left the man after that, but no one's come back. Okay. Report to Mr. Swift. You got it, coach. Going into Uba. Find Mr. Swift. So it showed the fountain right there. On the... Oh, it does bring us right into the fountain. Very nice. Mr. Swift is over here at the Hall of Flames. Just drag our feet while we run. No big deal. Right past it. Mr. Swift. Found him. We did it. We stopped the riot. Good job, everybody. Strength, critical hit, direct hit. Vitality. That one. Merchant has not publicly incited sedition within the Sultanate, but gone so far as to provide material support to the would-be belligerents. It galls me that his role in the uprising should have escaped our notice for so long. Yet, I can well imagine why it did, rightly or wrongly. Those with whom he consorts do not trust us. Alas, trust is not easily gained, even in times of peace. We must nevertheless try, for I believe it is only with the cooperation of the refugees that we will catch our quarry. So I would have you continue your investigation in Pearl Lane. We know the merchant sought to recruit people who have lost hope in Stone's Throw. It seems reasonable to assume that he may have approached the residents of Pearl Lane as well. After all, the first riots occurred within the city itself. Most, if not all, will refuse to discuss the subject with you, but there is one who may be willing to do so, a man called Landebert. He too has his misgivings about us, but I believe he understands that these riots do little to further his people's cause. Okay. Camp Mount in the city. That's right. Red Carbuncle? Ooh, how cool is that? Where's the guy we're looking for? He's in here. Reap the Whirlwind. Let's go to Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I don't know what I'm thinking. Am I missing something? Sapphire Avenue Exchange. That's not one of the options. Materia Master, Summoning Bell, Shops, Central Thanalan. Is it this one? It's close enough. Landebert, found you. First comes the man with the promise of deliverance. Seen your suffering firsthand, will bear it no longer, he says. He, your friend, your ally, your comrade in arms, take his hand and he will guide you to a better tomorrow. Then comes a soldier with a promise of justice. Follow the man who came before at your peril, says he, for they who sow the wind shall reap the whirlwind. Whirlwind. The man's no saint, any fool could see that, but the tools are his task to be used and discarded. As for the soldier, he thinks only of his mission. He's more honest than the man, but every bit as ruthless, make no mistake. With whom shall I cast my lot? Neither, says I. Far as I'm concerned, you know better than the bastard you pursue. Homie? Now the soldier's thinking how else he might get what he wants. He's tried the diplomatic approach and failed. Mayhap a firmer hand is needed. Mayhap. Bro? Mayhap he needs to make an example out of this Alamigan scum like he did those 5 fools from Lost Hope. Well, you get no justification from me, soldier, if that's what you're waiting for. I'll not raise a hand against you. But neither will I lend a hand to help you. Bro, just tell me where he is so that I can advance the story. Not that it makes any difference, Pa. The gods seem bent on granting you your every bloody wish. There you are, Landebert. Have you given any thought to my proposal? Oh, the merchant just showed up. Follow him. There he goes toward the gate of Thal. Go and claim your prize for coin and country. Don't need your coins, man. I got my own coins. I'm doing it for the lore. Sit through the gate of Thal. Oh, okay. Oh! I didn't have this one. That's why we couldn't teleport here. Weird. Maybe it wasn't there last time I played the game. How weird. Let's go. It's just over this way, beyond the giant turtles. Wait, I seriously don't have all of this map? What in the world? Mistrustful merchant. Yo, why are you starting riots and stuff? That dude's humping the air. You again? But why are you pursuing me? Oh, I was like, sedition? Treason? Revolution? That's preposterous. Who has filled your head with these lies? Refugees? The self-same refugees who terrorize the streets of Ul'dah? Huh? Huh? You have no evidence to prove your accusations. None! Yeah, but I don't like the way your face looks. No, I will not accompany you to the Hall of Flames. You have no right to detain me. What are you looking at? For the sake of argument, let's say I did do the things you claim. Surely you don't think I give a Kirkin's arse about politics. It was business. Only business. The Kickerns. He's very paranoid. Look into my eyes. What do you see? Uh-oh. A hitman. We both know I'm not the one you want, however, you figured to protect me. I swear I'd tell you everything. I tell you everything! He's gonna get arrowed right now. Yep, there comes arrowed! No! The merchant! He was our favorite character. So important to the story. It's all this commotion. Well, this guy got arrowed. 7 hours. Tell the others to spread out and search the area. The killer may still be close. Purple eyes. Interesting. Stone torch. Old adventurer, I would know more about your relationship with the victim as well as the events leading up to his death. He's a bad guy and I was chasing them down. This man was responsible for recent riots. Mayhap we owe this murderer a debt of gratitude. In any case, it is obvious you are not the one whom we seek. You may carry on the investigation. Sky on. Okay. So, let's go talk to Swift. I think we can go this way. Yeah, I think this is new. That's why we hadn't discovered it. They did some terraforming while we were away. Which they're allowed to do, you know. Been 5 years since we played. Doo-doo-doo. We just got a voicemail. Wow, isn't that nice? This guy said opposed. You're not opposed? I don't know what I'm opposed to do. God of War. Kalel Nemesi. I like this red carbuncle. Except it looks pissed off. Why is it so pissed off? It's ready to bite things. Hey, this stuff happened. Where's the merchant? He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. What did he do? No, he's dead. Yeah, but what did he do? Murdered? Damn it all to the 7th hell. He was not simply murdered, Lieutenant. He was silenced. Too many knew his face and he was ready to divulge his secrets. Do not despair. We may be closer to identifying the true orchestrator of these riots than you realize. Ooh. Mind, spell speed, determination, direct hit rate. Intelligence, determination, direct hit rate. And does more damage, right? Swift has a message for you from General Raban. Flow General left word that you would you stop making that noise? You were to proceed to the fragrant chamber as soon as you returned. He wishes to discuss your recent discoveries as well as the results of our own investigation. Master Awfl has already been informed and should be waiting for you outside. Pray proceed to the royal promenade with all haste and speak to Bartholomew. Who's making that noise? Stop it! Stop it, Dan! Cut it out, Dan! Come on, Dan. Royal promenade. That's upstairs. We can teleport to the Chamber of Rule. Yes. Take me to the chamber. Thank you. Thank you for upgrade. Which way do we go? How neat is that? Gambler. Whoa, this guy's a goat. How do you become a goat? Oh, he's a lizard person. He looks like a goat to me. Interesting. Can we race change to goat? Goat lizard? Been expecting you, sir. Please proceed inside. Okay. You're going to give me a ring just for walking over here? Sure, I'll take the strength ring. Why not? Why not? You know, why not? Please be a token message.
Commander Swift has kept us apprised of your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising, truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which might shed some light on the mystery?
This information does not leave this room.
You got it, coach.
The Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the Calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination. Together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate. Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence. Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters.
Cool.
It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated. Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
That bastard.
Teleji Adeleji. But he spoke in favor of the Doman's cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
Know you of the Cartano Reclamation Bill? It is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield.
It's always someone you least expect.
The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge. What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Allagan ruins, of which no record existed. There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day. Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement.
Taco Tuesday.
Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations. In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Allagan ruin.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
He walks a path on his own, independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution. His sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate, and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
Omega.
Pardon?
Que pasta?
An Allagan monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated. Allagan inscriptions indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself. If accurate, it might explain why Nael Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cartano Flats. Given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation, destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon, one which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut!
Aye, we were skeptical ourselves. Truth be told, until the Ultima weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged. However, if someone were to restore it, as the Garleans did the Ultima weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
Power enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to have it.
That he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
'Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
Who goes there?
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Ul'dah.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
Sir nods a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Quest complete. Good job, everybody. Recent revelations weigh heavily on Alphaneld's mind. Should be glad to know the truth, and yet the thought that all this chaos was a product of one man's lust for power sickens me. As it should. How long do you think they intend to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? That they even felt the need to do so is most troubling. Yeah. It would be in our best interest to learn more of the military activities in the disputed territories. You are, of course, the Scion best suited to this task, Lieutenant. Do take a moment to visit the Hall of Flames and make inquiries at the earliest available opportunity. Okay. Begone, whelp, this is no place for children. Begone, wannabe, begone! Ellie. This is the child whose family all ran away to fight in the refugee war. Let the creepy elf person cheer you up. I was looking for you, mister. People said you were looking for the man who left with my parents. You know this girl? She is my sister. The book has a face. She visited Stone's Throw as well? I see. So he visited. Did you find the man? Were my parents with him? No, and then he was murdered. I can think of several places they might be. If you like, we can go look for them together. Don't go with the creepy elf man. He wears high heels with springs in them. No, don't go with him. It's not safe. Of course, but first I must needs finish speaking with my friend. He's telling me a secret, you see, so no one else is allowed to listen. Mayhap you could wait for me by that pillar over there. We require but a moment. Okay, mister, I'll be waiting. Don't go! It's a trap! He's gonna touch you. I'll take her to the quicksand. Mayhap Momodi will know what to do. A legion of Garleans, an aether-starved primal, even dealing with an Asian would be preferable to this charade. Hehe. Sometimes I fear Minfilia is too ambitious. We rush hither and yon in response to threats as they arise without concern for the strain it places on our limited resources and ourselves. True dat, brother. Mayhap the time has come for a change. ... Gonna kill Minfilia. Next, this is Minfilia. I know this is sudden, but I must return to Revenant's Toll with all due haste. Okay. Situation in 12 will take another turn for the worse. I'll explain in detail once you arrive. Okay. I'll be right there. I have to go now. The 12s would, then the primal threat she spoke of before has been confirmed. I have received no reports of Ixali activity, which leaves the Sylphs? Go, you know as well as I that the appearance of a primal takes precedence over all else. Is it Shiva? Oh, and when you arrive, do inform the antecedent that while I am grateful for her concern, she needn't fear for my safety. I am more than capable of protecting myself with my ball and shoes. And your fat sleeves with clocks on them. Dun 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 dun. Quest accepted. I love when it does that. Quest accepted. Here we go, to the land of the ice and snow, where the midnight sun, where the hot springs. Ooh. Don't worry, I'm only 18 hours away from being able to play the class that I want to play. That guy's name is Hugbert. Kickflip. Game needs skateboards. Serpent Herald from Gridania. It's relief to see you healthy and hale next. The latest news from Ul'dah was most disturbing. Yeah, you interrupted this thing I was supposed to do. Clearly, the only injury Alphanod suffered was to his ego. Doubtless it will heal ere long. The other scions will need to be present for this meeting. If you're ready to begin, I will summon them now. Yeah, let's do it. Damage ring. Equip best gear. Thank you. Go. To the Black Shroud. We're talking? No, thank you for responding to my call with such haste. I like it better when they talk. Rest assured, I should not have summoned you if it were not urgent. To business, then. I have received some most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. They have reason to believe that the Sylphs may have called forth their revered guardian, the primal Ramu. I thought we fought Ramu already. Pretty sure we did. I'm sorry, may have, then it's not certain? Question mark? The Elder Seer informs us that the elementals themselves murmur of Lord of Levin's return to the forest. The Sylphlings, however, display no signs of undue commotion. Forgive me, antecedent, but the fact need not contradict the elemental's testimony. Unlike his more bellicose compeers, Garuda and so on, Ramu is reputed to act only in the defense of his children. I imagine he would soon make his presence known if there are any foolish enough to directly endanger the Sylphs or their territory. The abruptness of this development concerns me. Were we not keeping a close watch on the Touched Ones and their movements? The Touched Ones? If preparations for a summoning ritual were indeed underway, 'twould surely not have escaped your notice. Oh, it didn't. I was pretty sure it's going to happen. Just not this soon. I beg your pardon? You foresaw this eventuality and did not prevent it? I told Papillamo, so I suppose I could have reported things to my affiliate earlier, but there honestly wasn't much we could do except wait and see. I like her. She seems practical. You know how the Sylphs feel about people poking around in their territory. They already summoned Ramu once right after the Calamity, but that was because the Garleans came tramping through the forest. And so long as Castrum Orient stands, the Sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. In short, Ida and I are in agreement. The actions of the forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. Meanwhile, this guy on the right is just standing there with his ears poking out. And I maintain that the observation would have remained the best policy had it not been for the sudden influx of strangers into the Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. By all accounts, there be some violence, and Ul'dah drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees. I'd want to live in the forest, too. 'Tis like that the Sylphs perceive this panicked migration as yet another invasion and quicken their efforts to summon their god. I am put in mind of Titan and the kobolds once again. It is the affairs of men which have paved the way for Primal's coming. Indeed, one cannot help but wonder what manner of place Eorzea would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. Be that as it may, this regrettable development does afford us a unique opportunity. Next, through your dealings with the Sylphs of Little Solace, you won't succeed in preventing an untimely conflict with Gridania. I wonder, might one who has treated with the Sylphs so fruitfully in the past not achieve similar success with their patron deity? This guy's still not talking. Just standing there. This guy. Right here. If Ramu can be convinced of our intentions, it may be the first step breaking the cycle of primal summoning. A fond hope. Were such a thing possible, we would not have been at war with the Beastmen since time immemorial. Maybe this time we can. Let's continue this discussion anon. We must needs first consult with the nation most affected by Ramu's presence. The other seats here has requested your personal involvement next. Pray report to Commander Julio at the Adder's Nest as soon as you are able. Why are we a diplomat? Steel yourself for the worst while I hope for a peaceful resolution of this matter. Experience suggests that your meeting with the Lord of Levin will prove less than amicable. In such event, your fellow scions will of course lend you whatever support you require. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Alright, brother. Do you want to play? Because if you want to do instances or whatever, I'm down for that. I'll just go whatever class I can. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep marching along. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Why did I leave? I should just teleport. Speak with Julio. I'm here for Julio. No one else needs to get hurt. Just Julio. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's a nuker down here for sure, right? Oh, it's over there. At the adder's nest. Julio! I'm here. Or say Julio. Next to the silence, your rivals were most anticipated. The appearance of a primal has ever caused for alarm and unease. Okay. So my man stood ready for any eventuality. I know of none more qualified than you to snuff out this threat. Indeed, I would have you do so without delay. The other seats here, however, would speak with you first. She is of the opinion that your diplomatic rather than martial skills may better serve our cause. I will leave further explanation to our Leonid leader. Pray make your way to the Nalfica's altar. The conjurer in attendance will admit you below the stand. Okay. Whoa, look at that. Those are shiny. What class uses two swords? Ninja. He's wearing the swords like swords though, not like backwards swords. Anyway. Cool. Get him a router. My router. How do you add people across servers? Are you doing that part right? We need to go there, to the Conjurer's Guild. Silent Conjurer. Are you going to talk? You're just going to stand there. Silent, you're speaking. Why are you speaking? The other silence already arrived, sir. May I show you in? Sure. Oh, Connie Senna. She's my favorite person.
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty. I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramuh is returned unto the forest.
Uh-oh.
Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace.
Look at that little green bastard!
Our guest informs us that the Sylphs too have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands. Unlike the other primals you have encountered, Lord Ramuh is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelveswood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided. Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, You are one of the few among us who may commune with a primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations.
Okay, okay, I'll go talk to the old bearded guy. I can do that for you.
The Twelves Wood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramu himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities. Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples.
Okay.
You have my thanks.
Can you put the Cabbage Patch doll away? It's really freaking creepy.
Pray make for little solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin.
Lord of Levin. Isn't leaven what you put in bread to make it rise?
An ill wind blows through the forest.
The Lord of Bread.
Yet, it is not only the Twelves Wood that flinches at its coming. All the lands of Eorzea shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
Can't add cross server. Well, shit. How are we supposed to play together? What does it cost to transfer a character? He's over here. Past the giant gnats. How cute he is. The face only a mother could love. I remember this place, Sylph Village. It's kind of nice. Little solace. I'm here. Next to the science told to expect you. I understand you treat with the primal Ramu himself in an unenviable task. That guy's got a cloud. One that shall be made all the more difficult by the interference of the touch sylphs with the aid of the scions and the inhabitants of Little Solace. The Order of the Twin Adder will enter into the Sylphlands to do what can be done to clear your path. I shall brief you on the impending operation once you're satisfied with your preparations. I'm ready. Dexterity, strength, strength. Yes, I'm ready. My body is ready. Knees weak, ham spaghetti. Ready, are you? Then allow me to explain the finer details of this foray into the Sylphlands, in order that you might treat with the Lord of Levin. Treat. I'm trying to talk to him. We must first learn... Oh god. There were certain Ramu was summoned somewhere within the territory of Touch Sylphs. His precise whereabouts yet elude us, and aimlessly thrashing around in the undergrowth will only lead to unnecessary conflict. He's like 30 feet tall and purple. We are fortunate then to have the expertise of the science of the Seventh Dawn at our disposal. Mistress Ida and her companions will make use of their Charlayan devices to measure recent etheric activity. They assured me that disturbance caused by the summoning of a primal shall prove a most obvious beacon. Reading out loud makes me yawn. I don't know why. We must not get ahead of ourselves. The first objective will be to join up with your fellow scions. Time being of the essence, they have already entered the Sylphlands. Fear not, however, they have a twin adder escort and a sylph guide for come. Honey? Come. Honey? Help! This one needs help! Has AIDS! The guide, what has become of our companions? These ones were ambushed at the border of Touch One's territory. Touch One tossed a stinging scale bomb, and arrow shooting ones were left coughing and crying. What are the scions? Arrow shooting ones were in the lead and took the worst of the stinging. Other walking ones scattered this way and that to escape the same fate. Barely 2 steps into the Sylphlands, we've already lost our charges, but it will profit us little to go running after them until we know exactly what we're facing. Let us first tend to the scouts and assess the situation. Okay, we're going to rescue more people again. This one has cleansing water for walking ones. Splash it over air shooting ones and rinse away the stinging scales from eyes and nose and mouth. My thanks. It will leave this in Nexus capable hands. Why am I always running the errands for everybody all the time? The errand runner. It is hardly an auspicious beginning, but I must ask that you adhere to the plan and rendezvous with your fellow scions. Okay. If you get the scouts back on their feet, they might be able to point you towards your companions. Oh, and be on your guard. If this operation is to succeed, we can ill afford any further mishaps. Got it, coach. I'm ready. Puffing and crying ones are not far. This one will show walking one the way. All the Cabbage Patch Kids. I'm guessing we have to go this way. This is where the bad stuffs live? Yeah, it must be that the sky got dark. Ochus, air elementals, more tomahawk chickens. Oh my. What is that? I remember there being some big fight here. Like Odin or something? He could randomly spawn places. And we used to go hunt him down when he would randomly spawn places. Something like that. This man is fighting a tree. Going that way. Hey guys, I heard you needed some holy water, so I brought it to you. There you go. There you go. There you go. Another walking one. Ha, this one shall not falter. This one carries an entire sack of. This one's sack of skill bombs. It is gone no matter. This one will fetch more, and then the new walking one will suffer as well. Okay. Speak with Maxio. Maxio! Why your purple friends attack us, Maxio? Hee, this one touched. This one stole touched one's sack while touched one was gloating over coughing ones. This one's clever trick will mean not if touched one fetches more skill bombs. Walking one must act fast. This one will use another clever trick to help with walking one. This one will use another clever trick to help walking one move unseen. Walking one must sneak up on touched one before this one's trick wears off. Take the scale bomb, give it... My cow just jumped. Give touched one a taste of touched one's own medicine. Is walking one ready? This one is eager to make mischief for touched one. It's almost like trying to read a different language. They speak in a way that doesn't make sense in my brain, so I can't read it. Hold still, walking one will soon be there, but not there, just like the wind. Maxio's magic will render you invisible. Find the touch self and surprise him with a singing scale bomb before the enchantment fades. Visibility spell will last for 35 seconds. If you run out of time, return to Maxio. While the invisibility spell is in effect, you can extend its duration by touching the sweet-smelling wildflower found along the way. Okay! I'll speak with him once more. Oh, it's already wearing off. Great! Great. Can't use any buttons. We need to touch seeing wildflowers or something. Sweet smelling wildflowers. Touch. Neat! How neat is that? I don't want to join a fate. What? You hose. Why did you aggro me? Don't paralyze me, bro. It worked. It paralyzed me. We gotta start over. So So we were seen by those sylphs. Evidently we have to run behind the sylphs at the same time. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Nyom. Seriously? We're behind him. I think it's the pet. Good, the pet has been dismissed. No, it hasn't. Alright. Or dismiss. Oh, wait. Cannot execute. There he is. He wasn't far away. Don't aggro that toad, pet. Get him with the stinging scale bombs. While he's taking an hour and a half to refill his back. Ow, 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 this one's leaves smart and prickle. But this one was being so careful with the scales. Okay. Back to Maxio. Jump over that log. Dream toad. Toad of dreams. Whoa, what is this thing? It's a big chandelier. Chandelabra. How neat is that? Pretty neat. Did walking one give touched one a stinging surprise? He. Touched one will not bother these ones for a time. This one thinks. And coughing and crying ones seem much better. Perhaps arrow shooting ones are ready to talk with walking one now. Finally see again, your aid is most appreciated. You are next to the science, yes, and you will doubtless be eager to know what becomes of your fellows. As you're aware, our party fell victim to an ambush. We scouts immediately moved forward to engage the enemy and bid the scions to take cover. Then, before we knew what was happening, the air was filled with that stinging choking dust. The last thing I saw before my vision clouded was Master Papilmo stumbling northeast toward the Goldleaf Dais. I know not what befell the others. The touch sylphs are certainly alerted to our presence in the territory, and I urge you to locate your companions quickly. Maxio, our guide, will be of the greatest help to you in that endeavor. Meanwhile, my fellow scouts and I will seek to draw the attention of the potential ambushers away from you. The nasty tricks will not find us such easy prey a second time. Okay. Let's go find Papilimo. Up there. Papilimo! I'm coming for you, my friend. Papilimo. This one has a thing above its head. I want to kill it because it has the thing. I don't know if that's a good reason to want to kill things, but it is the reason I have. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Okay, 2 of 3 added to hunting log entry and mortal flames. There's one more. Bang. We did it! Flame seals. And completed hunting log. I don't know what the hunting logs are for. I don't remember. I like this area a lot. The level design's really cool. Papilmio! She's doing the Slavic squat. Enough of this, my feet ache, my back hurts, I wish to read you still some. You bro! I'm trying to read. Do you know how difficult it is for me to read? I don't even care, do you? Enough of this, my feet ache, my back hurts, and I wish to leave these sylphs in peace. My theoric readings, why should I do follow? Take your measure. Something, sense a hostile presence. Okay. Look, bro. Not like this. Hit him. Okay, we did it. Speak with Papillamo. Speak with Maxio. Something bothering walking among wise ones or not acting as wise ones should? Alexa was listening to me say Papinio. What's Papinio? Neat. Alexa, play Africa by Toto. I suspect it is not the... This one is not sure how wise one should behave, but the... Something bothering walking on, something. Okay, we spoke with Maxio. I'm tired of this dialogue, I'll be honest. Why are we still here? I tire, wish to depart immediately. My companion feels the same way. Oops. What am I supposed to do? Use the skill bombs on them to defeat any stealth imposters. Why? Oh, I get it. If he's an imposter, it'll show him. That was the dialogue that we skipped. It's not really them. Got him. Okay, Maxio, we did it. And then? Okay. Continue searching. Got it, coach. Leave it to me. Going to Moonsport Grove. I think you got the little Sylph staff. Oh. This is all unwalkable path below us, right? It's just not like we're gonna stand here and watch people go by and throw things at them. Throw stones or yogurt. Or, no, damn it, wrong place. Sit there with a tub of yogurt and a spoon and go, woo woo! And throw spoonfuls of yogurt. Make them think we're birds. You know? Whoa! A chocobo with a wizard hat. What? What? Go. You go now. You go now. Look at all the toads! Marching in unison. Isn't that nice? Looking for my friends. Has anyone seen them? Found them. It's you. I was worried you wouldn't find a scene as you have, though. Do you think you give me a hand? Thank it's being a bit difficult. Keep telling me she's taking readings, but he refuses to move. Okay. Oh yeah. They might not be the right people again. That's right. Not the right person again. Nukem. Paralyze you. Is that the real Ida? It's the real Ida. Okay, so now we're looking for our friends. Thancred turned into a sylph? What? No, you're telling me that was a sylph all along. I can't believe I fell for that. Even here, the shape-shifting trick, despite which is so convincing. I wonder where the real Thancred has disappeared to. I don't know. That's what we're looking for. I may not know where Thancred is, but I got a pretty good idea where Papillamo and Ishtala should be. Will be. They were with me just now. Ishtala suggested we split up and cover more ground. Took Papillamo with her. Oh no, do you think one of them might have been a spy sylph in disguise? We should probably be after them just in case. Come on, they were headed somewhere to the south. To the south. Brother, you still there? What level's your dude? Are you like level 70 already? What level is your character? So I'm trying to ask you. We're just running all over this place. Take a moment to appreciate the scenery. Wow. I think if I was a little flying purple person with tiny arms and legs, I would like to live in a place like this. Looks nice. Oops. I need to go right. Right here. I grow all of the toads. The mushrooms. Mushroom people. Violent sigh. Okay. Papillamo, is that you? Oh, there's two Ishtalas. I see. I'm glad the pet's here to do all the work for me. What's gonna happen? Are we gonna get killed by the thing in the cutscene? Is that truly necessary? Look, that one's the sylph. It looks like a sylph. This one's trick has failed, but walking ones have not yet won. This one will not allow walking ones to pass, come any closer, and this one's friends will be angry. So little rascal means to stand his ground, does he? How very courageous. Would you do the honors next? Greetings, I see you've all found each other. 'Twould seem I was a mite overzealous in my attempts to evade our sylvan ambushers. I was a mile away by the time I realized I was alone. How do we know you're the real Thancred? Nobody trust him. These are the looks of distrust. Is that a miss? Do I have something in my face? Reasonably convincing, but one cannot be too careful. Remind me, Thancred, what was the reason for our little excursion into the Sylphlands? Did you take a tumble and bump your head, old friend? We're here to locate the site of the summoning, so the next might parley with Lord Ramuh. Too easy. Aha, why don't you tell us what you think of Flamin? Flamin! Truly, you'd have me speak of the songstress of Ul'dah as you will. She's an exquisite rose that withers not with the passing of years. Charming as ever, I dare say you're perpetually beset upon all sides by swooning beauties. Please, Ishtala, I do not seek to make them swoon. Poetry rises unbidden to my lips when I behold the maiden's fair countenance. 'Tis the curse of my menstrual blood. Enough. If this is not the real Thancred, then I believe we have found a suitable replacement. Haha! Indeed. Well, that seems like quite enough entertainment for one day. 'Tis past time we return to the task at hand. Would you mind approaching our touched friend? If I'm not very much mistaken, his decision to stand his ground stems from something more than mere bravery. Okay, I'll go fight him now. Would you stop? Oh, this is a fate. I don't want to be doing a fate. I want to fight the sylph. This is annoying. Why is everybody in my mom aggroing me right now? Die now. You die now. We have to wait for our health to refill. Neat. Sense a hostile presence. Oh no, it's a cow! Elegiad. And of course, everything in its mom aggroes me just because. Burst him! Burst him! Got him. Probably another thing that come. Nope. Never mind. Walking one is too strong. This one surrenders. This one is sorry for playing tricks on wise ones. The great and powerful one, Lord Ramu, is not here. There's no need for wise ones to go any further. No, no, no need at all. Wise ones definitely must not go any further. This one would not want wise ones to get lost. Okay. Well, time to go home, guys. It's not here, as it turns out. Oh, we're actually supposed to go back. God bless America. No, I don't want to do all this stuff. Just want to talk to Papillamo. Intelligence. I'll get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Got it. Would you stop now? Thank you, Shadow of Heart. Okay. Papillamo believes he is determined to site upon which the primal Ramu has summoned. My measurements indicate a large ethereal disturbance to the southeast. Thanks to the antics of the Siths, we've been dragged to every corner of the Sithlands, but none of our various readings return a result of this magnitude. Only be one conclusion. Ramu was called forth in the vicinity of the Siths. Aetherite! I suppose we proceed thither without possible haste. After bidding Maxilio here a fond farewell, of course. Should our trusty guide come too close to his deity, there's a distinct possibility they fall under the primal's influence. Come, next, the Lord Levin waits. I'm ready. Hi, Shadow of Heart. That's a cool name, Shadow of Heart. Okay, so we're supposed to go the way the Sylph told us not to go. GTFO, man. Oh, hey, guys. Do you think maybe that they summon the primal near the big crystal like everybody else summons the primal? Really? This dude's just standing in the doorway. Guess it doesn't matter.
Thine order betrays thee, servant of hiding.
I told you he was 30 feet tall and purple. Well, maybe it's a blackish purple.
Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan. I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest.
Beard goals, by the way. Can you imagine?
Thou tramplest
Like a
upon
dress?
sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs?
I'm here because we're scared of you.
The Gridanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion, thine offer an insult.
Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest naught for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man. Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just.
But maybe we don't have to
Redanian
fight.
or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other.
Look at that beard.
Thy conflicts have brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man. Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. Were light and dark given form when man was born? It would explain much, not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking?
Yeah. I have this
Thou bearest the
rock.
crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges, that they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye. But there is something more in thee. Very well. I shall consider thy proposal, shouldst thou survive my trial.
Oh, great.
If thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee.
Threateneth?
Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment.
Failure. Everything's better. What?
Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
What? Failure? Everything's better?
Eorzea, it is rare indeed to find you so far from a tome.
It's not really him. It's a sylph.
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady.
What's with the Etch-a-Sketch, man?
I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramuh, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
Yeah, okay. So now we get to fight Ramuh just because he's pissed. It says if we can beat him, he'll go away. If we can't beat him, he's gonna kill every man with lightning bolt. Which sounds like a win-win. So, let's just do the crossover dungeon finder thing and boogie on down. Kablam! So we want to change our class to Cognitome. Does this one have a face on it too? I guess it does. It's the same book for both. Okay. Now we press this and this, and then we press this. Nope. We go down here. Party Finder. Party Finder. Or recruit. Or trials. Striking tree. And now we wait. The striking tree. Shadow of Heart with your white horse. Or Amadeus X. It might be in the cutscene. Maybe that's what that means. Violet Screech. What? Bro, leave me alone. Auto attack. Protect just gives us physical defense, right? Oh, it's both. So they got rid of Shell. It's just Protect. Just let the dots come. More dots, more dots. Wow. Did I mess something up? Striking tree. Undersized party is okay. Not a private party. No conditions. Undersized party is fine. No loot rules. No objective. First timers welcome. Okay. Yay! Got a guy. Alexa, play Africa by Toto. Bok choy McNuggets. Stupid monster. What does the chair mean? AFK? Party. How do we see what's... Oh. So he's a Lancer, and he's a... I don't know what this is. I think that's Lancer. Dragoon. I don't know what that symbol is. It's just called strike entry, right? Nope. Okay, let's say level 70 consoler. I'm just gonna go for it then. I'm ready. Oh no, it's a Sting song. How neat is this? Wow. Well, this guy's a Dark Knight. That's what that hammer symbol means. And this guy went White Mage. We're good. Just try to keep up okay on my everybody. He's shooting a missile at me. I'm terrored. Asuna. So that target just terrors you. Goes on free. Whoa! Are we actually dead? That was exciting. Send forward, kill the ads. He says kill the ads and that won't happen. Can I precast Suna? Nope. That'd be neat. Can't fight. Oh, he's in the wrong spot. My bad. Fixed it. We did it! We're not dead. Terrorized again. We did it. We won. Good job, everybody. So glad people are nice enough to help. Shoutouts to Bok Choid, McNuggets, and that other person. Taz Wubba Ding Dong. Thanks to their help, we beat the final boss. The game is now over. We will turn it off. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. But wait, there's more.
I have taken thy measure, bringer of light.
Okay.
And I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them. If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
Got it. Follow the yellow brick road.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin. A regrettable act, but a necessary one. In witnessing thy struggle, a truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Ascians. But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
Anon. You like my dog collar? We did it! Report to the Serpent Lieutenant and Little Solace. Okay. Take me there. Hunter Scholar. Next, you've returned. Dare I ask how Ramu received your visit? We had to kill him. He challenged you to a test of arms. It is well then that you have some experience in such matters. The peoples of both Gridania and Little Solace will be relieved to hear that the Lord of Levin has accepted you as the Forest Champion of Peace. You performed a monumental duty this day. Next, the other Seed Seer must be informed of your deeds at once. Okay. The other Seed Seer wish to hear of your expertise. Your experiences firsthand. Pray return to Gridania and make directly for the Lotus Stand. 100 at Nufgus Altar will be expecting you. Farewell.
'Tis
Okay. Okay. So we want to go to the Conjurer's Guild right away. Welcome back, Honored Scion. We who knew of your mission have been most anxious to see you return. The others who see our awaits you within. The Silent Conjurer is the one that talks to me so much.
You are returned to us, dear friend, and none the worse for bearing the heavy burden which I did press upon you. Most glad am I of this. I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a peace with Lord Ramuh ended in conflict. Pray tell me, what befell?
I killed him.
Ramuh made trial of you? I fear there is truth to his claim. It is the darkness within us that attracts the darkness without. It cannot be denied that misfortune follows man. For evidence, one need only look to the conflict brewing in Cartano, or to the rising flood of refugees. Our shared struggle against the Empire should have served to seal our union. Yet the ties which bind the Alliance strain under the weight of gross self-interest. As the scars of the Calamity begin to fade, so too does our sense of common purpose. Yet now is scarce the time to forget our shared responsibility. If this new-sprung realm is to survive beyond its infancy, it must needs be nurtured by all. Eorzea must be as one, yet I fear that dream is still far off. On behalf of the people of Gridania, and the elementals both, I thank you for all that you and your fellow scions have done.
You're welcome. Can I be a Dark Knight now?
Full oft have I been compelled to look to you for aid of late, and offered all too little in return. As leader of this nation, I shall endeavor to prove a more worthy ally to your cause henceforth.
Okay. Cool. So we killed the King Mugomog, we killed Leviathan, and we killed Ramuh. Who else do you want us to kill?
Lord Ramuh has departed, yet the keening of this ill wind grows no less insistent. Voices of the forest, pray speak and I shall listen. What unseen evil begets this unease in my heart?
It's a good question. Papillamo! Thus ends another daunting mission, Next. I'd hoped Lord Ramuh could be persuaded with words alone, but nonetheless I can only admire the adroitness with which he responded to the primal sudden challenge. And it seems that Urianger, too, was pleased with the outcome. What say you next? Shall we gather back the rising stones upon our lessons of the day? Sure. Of course. I wonder if these people can teleport too, or if they're really keen on taking like 3-week carriage rides all over the place. Oh. Chocobo. What the? He's got a Fenrir mount. That's cool. Hug Bert. What's even better, it's hug you, Bert. I'd hug you too, Bert. I would hug you too. Let me in. Welcome back. Word of your momentous encounter with Lord Ramu precedes you. I would fain share news of my own, but Urianger's discoveries must take precedence. Upon witnessing your defeat of the Lord of Levin, our learned companion was struck with a profound insight regarding the nature of the Asian's immortality. Let us assemble and discuss his observations together. Okay. Let's do it.
If everyone is ready, let us begin.
My body is ready.
Eorzea, the floor is yours.
As all here assembled now know, in its final hours as our Order's headquarters, the waking sands did play host to a most unexpected visitor. I speak of the Ascian clad in white, Elidibus. Unwelcome though his presence was, his words that day did serve to confirm a truth long suspected, that the Ascians are eternal beings, to whom physical destruction is as a temporary inconvenience.
In the intervening time, Eorzea and I have striven to discover a means by which the Ascians might more permanently be slain.
And 'tis my belief that we have found the thread that will allow us to unravel the twisted skein of their existence.
Skein.
In the moments prior to Leviathan's most recent manifestation, the Sahagin elder who summoned him was observed to undergo some manner of ascension. The etheric readings taken by Y'shtola at the time of this transfiguration have proven most enlightening.
The disruption to the flow of ether was sudden and dramatic. So tangible was the agitation, I scarce had need of my goggles.
The significance of Y'shtola's readings might better be understood in the context of mine own, taken at the instant of the Lord of Levin's demise. Unlike the primal, the Sahagin was not subject to etheric dissipation.
Before discussing our new discoveries, it may benefit us all to recall what we know of etheric behavior.
What do we know?
Let us begin at what some might call the end. When we who dwell in the material realm die, our spirits dissolve into the flow of ether and are returned to the ethereal realm. In turn, the restless energy which suffuses that plane streams back into our world, giving rise to new life.
That's where babies come
as
from.
The heavens did decree, the way of all mortal souls. Twixt this world and the next do the ethereal currents swirl, bearing the very essence of life. Thus doth the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continue unabated.
Primals behave somewhat differently. In order to manifest and then maintain a physical presence in this realm, they must consume vast quantities of ether, most often in the form of crystals. Though they may seem to live, their flesh is but ether given shape.
You just ate all those crystals.
Thus, a defeated primal leaves behind no broken corpse. Rather, the essence of its form seeps back into the land whence it came, and the energy of its shattered spirit is called back to the ethereal realm.
and there it waiteth, till next the prayers of the faithful do draw it forth from the sea of ether, to take their offering of crystals and make for itself a new body.
Well, I'm enjoying the science lesson.
Which brings us on to the third group, the so-called immortals. They exist in a manner all their own.
Quite. Even as the Sahagin Elder fell to the Admiral's musket shot, I witnessed the release of an ethereal cloud, which immediately took possession of a nearby minion.
A soul that dissipateth not upon the death of the flesh.
The secret of life everlasting, and in the claws of a Sahagin no less. But I wonder, what would happen to one of these obstinate spirits should there be no suitable host for it to claim?
If mortal death entails a return to the ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that the soul of an immortal would venture there.
Nay, it merely withdraweth the distance, unto the shore of the ethereal sea, perchance, but no further.
Yes, it exists in neither this realm nor the next, abiding instead in the space that lies between them. The Ascians took control of Thancred by means of a crystal of darkness, an artifact which, if our theories are correct, serves as a gateway to the place I have just described.
I was hoping people had forgotten about that.
I am sorry, my friend.
For a mercy, the weary road of our research hath brought us unto an answer.
The Sahagin ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal of darkness through which to flee this realm. Thus was he consumed by Leviathan. If we could entrap the spirits of defeated Ascians in like manner, and thereby deny them resurrection...
Oh. Just get a collection of Asian crystals. Keep them safe. Then the conflict will be people trying to break into our house to release the crystals.
Therein lieth the path to victory. Thou art most perceptive, my lady.
I'm a dude. That's alright. I'll forgive you this time.
Only when we have trapped the bodiless soul within an ethereal prison can we hope to defeat its unnatural constancy. Thus might even an eternal paragon be consigned to oblivion.
Sounds bad, man.
These feats are, of course, far easier said than done. At present, we lack a viable means to entrap and extinguish an Ascian soul.
Have you tried a dream catcher?
Yet, I believe it to be possible. The pieces of the puzzle lie before us. We have but to put them together.
I will depart at once to convene with the sages of Sharlayan. Together shall we divine the steps by which our goals may be achieved.
I have the utmost faith in you, Archon.
Nice purse.
Beg pardon, antecedent, but I would raise one final matter. Even now, a Sharlayan survey party seeketh to ascertain the fate of the students of Baldessian. Their findings shall soon be known to us. Though you harbor feelings of dread, I bid you surrender not to sorrow, but abide instead in hopeful prayer.
I shall, Archon. Thank you.
Thank you, Archon. Uh-oh. Meanwhile, in Tokyo... What is this statue? The Lord of Leven has returned to the Aether, as was the Leviathan before him. Igeyorm. Ramuh's acquiescence was most intriguing. Inferno, Vortex, Crag, Quarrel, and Levin all now been humbled by the Bringer of Light. What about Ice? We haven't fought her yet. The limitless potential of man, Heidelin's servants grows mightier by the day. Yet he prospers at great cost to his mistress, whose strength is all too finite. 7 times have the masses survived the rejoining, but their souls are grown weak and wan. Wan? Yet even as it enervates, the ardor empowers our master. All that remains is to nurture the strength of the gifted to forge the final key. And that is the test to which we bend our every effort. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Another robed man. La Habrea, divine seeds were ever wont to quicken an Eorzea's fertile soil. We need only lead men to the field, and their eager hands shall a new deity arise. That which was shattered shall be made anew, and the one true God shall come again. Nicolas Cage, one true God. Bahamut? Except this one looks like a man with woman hips. Yay! Applause. Good job, everybody. Okay. Can I become a Dark Knight yet? What game affiliate? What do you want? Now the matter of Ramuh has for the present been put to rest. There is something I would show you next. Piece of paper. It is a letter of thanks signed by the leaders of the Eorzea Alliance, acknowledging the Scion's tireless services to the realm. Tireless service? It mentions, in particular, the names of all the defeated primals: Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, Good King, Mugumog, the 12th Leviathan, and now Ramuh. The Mugumog was a primal? I don't think so. Needless to say, there's only one among our number who have faced them all. This guy. And though these words of gratitude were addressed to the Order as a whole, I feel that they're meant for you above all others. I too must offer my heartfelt thanks for all that you have done. In the course of your duties, you have never once failed to answer my call to arms. You're a true hero next, and Eorzea is much the safer for your presence. But all the times I died. Pray do not misunderstand me. I said safer, not safe. I know only too well that we can ill afford to lower our guard. The Ascians may be relied upon to sow chaos in this realm until such time as they are forced to stop. Why, even without their encouragement, you may be assured that man would foment strife on his own, and that is to say nothing of the beast tribes. Unless we learn to live in harmony, those primals too will return to plague us again and again and again. Yeah. And yet, despite all of this, your deeds serve to inspire the people, to give them hope for a better tomorrow, and there is no greater gift. Maybe $1 million. That we have the courage to strive for what might otherwise seem an impossible peace, we owe in no small part to the dangers that you have faced on our behalf. People you have won over to causes so doing. Our list of enemies has ever been long, but I think the allies with whom we are now blessed. Really? They couldn't have fit that. Of the sylphs in Little Solace, we wish not of conflict. Of Alice, who strives to unearth the terrible secrets of the Calamity. And then there is Sid and the Fellowship of Noah, racing to unlock the mysteries of ancient Alag, that we might be spared the horror of another ultimate weapon. Of course, when speaking of our greatest allies, we must not forget those closest to us, by which I mean our fellow Scions. She's just going to go through the whole roll call. Thanks to their many and varied talents, our order is uniquely equipped to combat the far-reaching corruption of the Asians. And combat it we shall! Strike the Asians down! Your enthusiasm is truly heartwarming and interesting. Given our embarrassing wealth of allies, I trust it will not inconvenience you unduly if I absent myself for a time. Who goes there? Alpha Nude. Whatever happened to this guy's sister? Alpha Nude! I take it the troubles in Ul'dah no longer require your attention? There is yet some rumblings of discontent, but the air of simmering violence is largely dissipated. 'Tis to report such that I stand before you now. That, and to speak with you concerning the new organization we discussed. Taco Tuesdays? I have a message for you from El Ahem. You recall the refugee girl, the one whose parents were missing? They were found unharmed. She wished me to pass on her thanks to you. Good job, everybody. The little refugee girl. Why, Awfl, am I to understand that you made the effort to remember the poor girl's name? I look forward to reading all about her in your report. I do hope you left nothing out. Report? Hahaha, he's a joke. He's a joke! He's funny! Next, you may have been away from Soul for some time now, I believe. Might I suggest you put the affairs of the realm to one side for the moment and take the opportunity to reacquaint yourself with the town? Or did they change the town on us? Which reminds me, Slaffborn but recently inquired as to your whereabouts. I believe he has some small matter he wishes to discuss with you. Why not oblige him with a visit? Oblige him. Okay, as long as I can play the game now. Dun, 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 dun. We're playing the game, baby! No, 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 no. Can we get him to run backwards? Like moonwalk? No. I would like him to run backwards at full speed. We just run everywhere backwards. Wouldn't that be fun? Bum, 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 bum. King of Hearts, King. Full name. Did they change? They might have changed it. I've not been paying attention. I don't think they changed it that much. What's up, Slaffborn? Oh ho, I see my fine adventurer friend has returned the dust of the road, yet clinging to his boots to the science. Have no work for you this day then? The antecedent sent you my way, did she? Well, it's not urgent, but I could certainly do with your help. You see, Reddenstall has become something of a favorite destination for adventurers. Part of that is due to the town's growing fame, but a goodly number of green heroes to be have come here to follow in your footsteps. When I say green, I mean fresh out of the ground, don't know one end of the sword from the other green. Done what I can, but they really need is a good talking to for someone they respect. An adventurer who has done it all. Aye, next that would be you. And naturally, the one lass who would most benefit from her wisdom is nowhere to be seen. She was off to slay Haplitz, was due back some time ago. Likely got herself in over her head, as usual. Now that I think of it, this may be the perfect opportunity for you to treat her to a demonstration of your skills. I consider it a personal favor if you would head out to the Singing Shards and show that amateur how it's done. Okay. Okay, man. This one, this one. Job specific gear equipped. Singing Shards. I don't know where that is. Oh, it's up there. Okay. Off we go. That seems out of place way up there. We should try to think of where we can put this. Try to consolidate all the important information so that we don't have to scan the big screen. We just look in this general vicinity and see everything that's going on. Bro, not me. Not me, bro. Whoa, Quigley. No. Don't die, don't die. What the F? Normally you take fall damage and you hit 1 HP. That wasn't cool. It was not cool at all. Parker Guyver. I really think that the last name thing should be optional because a lot of people came up with really stupid last names because I had to. Like King of Hearts Hearts or King of Hearts King. Why can't these people just be called by the first name? Okay, we're gonna go around this time. Or this way this time. This is just called settlement. Oh, it tells you what the icon is. Wah, 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 wah. It's a very bright area. Oh, I remember this place. Pretty cool. Down we go. Happily ever after. We sense a hostile presence. It's a scabrous happily. Watch out for that. Don't stand in it. Get melted, son. Okay, I will aid you now by standing right up against you with my hand out like this. Damn near pissed myself back there. I was hoping to find myself a little one, but the fates went and threw me the biggest, meanest bugger and all o Mordona at me, typical. Okay. Hold up, you're Nexus, ain't you? The Nexus, 7 hands, you're flipping famous, and you're twice as tough as they said you were, and all bugger me, I can't believe I'm talking to the man himself. Oh, and now you're going to see me at my worst. It was me bleeding pet's fault to tell you he doesn't listen to a damn thing I say. That and the fact that none of me so-called mates offered to help me. When I told them I was off to gut some haplets, most of them gave me a confused huh or like I was talking out of me arse. You don't agree though, right? /HUH go. Yeah. Gods no, not you too. That was the final bleeding straw, that is. We just broke her little cat-like heart. I was hoping you of all people would understand. I mean, it ain't adventuring if you don't take a few risks, right? Alright, maybe I am a bit out of me depth here. I'll be more careful, I promise. And then we let her run home by herself. Okay, well. You know, sometimes you gotta be honest with people. Here we go. Shaboof. Okay, I found the cat girl. Piety, mind, and Slaftborn is concerned for the receptionist. Okay. These quests are getting really tedious, I'm gonna be honest. Bait Walker. Bum, 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 bum. Tataru, what can we do for you, Tataru? Quite suits me, don't you think? It's not simply for now. I've been learning the money trade. Okay. We have 2 little coin. She's gonna mine to try to make some money. Sure, you're aware we strictly neutral organization, and ensuring that neutrality means limiting the funds we accept from outside sources. Scions do receive various amounts of support from the 3 major nations, and the Levullier twins are quite generous with their families' coffers, yet this modest income cannot keep pace with our day-to-day expenses. Also sundry donated material, of course, delivered to the Adventurers Guild, so if we allocated the expansion of revenues told. While I cheerfully leave the toppling of primals to you, 'tis my duty to balance the books and fight the demons of debt. On my honor as receptionist, I will raise the necessary coin with my own 2 hands. I've been paid for the sturdy money entire out of my own purse. She Which makes it doubtly aggravating that my custom-made sledgehammer has yet to arrive. I scrimped and saved especially for that tool. If you would help me see the Scion survive this financial disaster, I would ask you to travel to the Blacksmith Guild in Limson Limits and demand they hand over my commission at once. Okay, great. All of this talk to go get her a hammer. I thought something exciting was going to happen. Yes, yes, we'll go get you a hammer. I'm a great magician. I can just teleport everywhere. It's no big deal. I'm a great wizard. It blows alright. Blacksmith's Guild has a teleporter called Aft Castle. Probably don't have that one. Totally have that one. It's that one. With the armor and stuff. The armor and the anvil. This is the prettiest town by far. Actually, it got a facelift. It looks way cooler than it used to. Neat. I'm here for the hammer, bro. Hand it over. Okay. Express your doubt. To the prickly porter south of the Octant. Where's that? It's also a little bit of a maze. South of the Octant. So if we go back to the Aetheryte Plaza. Can we get there from here? Lower decks. There we go. Just go there. Should put us close. Here we go. South of the Octant. How close do we have to be? Closer than that. You, man. I doubt you. I'm doubting you so hard right now. Look at us doubting you. All of us, even the cow. Okay. Pick up the box. Addressed to Tataru. Got it. Picked up the box. Return to Flamin. Flamin! Zoop, zoop, zippity zoop. Flamin. He's playing a flute. That person's riding a carbuncle. That's kind of neat. Flamin is in here. What's this? Flamin! I brought you the hammer. The chat mode and say an error phrase containing Tataru at the destination point. Okay. We have to talk to Tataru to get her attention. Where's the destination point at? It's over there. There's not much camp left at Camp Revenant's Toll. Tataru. Tataru. Case sensitive Tataru. There she is! Breaking rock and splitting stone, I'll raise a fortune on my own. Delving deep for precious ore, I'll take a rest and dig some more. Watch out for that guy. Watch out for that guy, Tataru! Watch out for that guy! Toss aside the pebbles, toss aside the dirt, toss aside the science who shirk their work. Work and dirt don't rhyme. Phew, I think I'll call it a day. I'll make much better progress once next brings back my sledgehammer. Yes, I might even make more money to indulge a little. Blood currant tarts for morning tea every single day. Was that someone calling my name? It's Uncle Steve. He's here. Steve. Spooky Steve. He's got as many tentacles as he has personalities. What? I'll save you, Tataru. Little pebble running along the field. Actually, at that speed, she could just keep running and never catch her. I'll get you. Rescue Tataru from the marble. Okay. There you are. Thanks, that person. What level are you? 52? Wow, she hits hard. Okay, Tataru, we saved you. Now we're going into town? Yep. Back to action. That bad breath. So many debuffs. Okay. Speak with Yozan. Yozan, oh that's right, we have to talk to the kids again. The Kids Adventurer Guild. Look, it's Mr. Nex, he's back from his adventures. Where'd you off fighting primals? If there's some sort of strongest enemies you could ever face, I wish I could see you in battle. Anyway, we all want to be heroes too, so we finally formed our own Doman Adventurers Guild to protect all Domans. Do you think you could train us today, Mr. Nex? Show us how you fought the primals. What's all this commotion then? Who invited these guys? Mr. Boulder and Mr. Coltonet. Did you know that Mr. Nex is back? So it would seem, welcome home. My companion and I but recently became full members of the Science, believe proper instructions have yet to be made. I'm known as Hoary Boulder, and this bookish fellow is Coltonet. Though we remain largely unproven as adventurers, we've taken it upon ourselves to instruct the Doman younglings in the arts of combat. I told you, Mr. Boulder, we're not younglings anymore, we're adventurers. Just asking Mr. Nex to give us some special training and think we're ready to hunt monsters alongside him, don't you? You've certainly been diligent with your drills, but I'm afraid the fiends of Mordor are still ever so slightly too dangerous for you. Why is your hair so red? I have a counter proposal. What if we were cross swords with Nex? A demonstration of skill at arms, if you will. Okay, I'll fight Hoary Boulder. I don't know, if I didn't know you better than I do, I'd say you're merely seeking to test yourself against a legend. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Ah, he's still laughing. What say you? Sure. We'll fight. Let them fight. I saw the word tournament. Can I just fight him now? In the room? Do not try to disappoint them. Have faith, I shall summon every last one of ounce of my strength to make this a worthy contest. Fields east of town. Okay. I'll meet you there, bro. Meet me in the parking lot. I'd like to go now. East of town? I guess it's technically east. You ready for this, Harry Boulder? I will show you no mercy. Proceed. Very well, let's not keep the younglings waiting any longer. Okay. Okay, we're gonna fight. I'm the hero of time. The warrior of light. Guardian of the Seven Realms. Oh, there's an audience. You're gonna get your ass whooped, son. Everyone's talking shit to him right now. Harry Boulder, yeah, so it says. Oh, wrong weapon. How about some of this? And take some of this and some of this. That's it. Come on, Harry Boulder. You want some more? Oh, great. Now it's 2v1. Actually, let's just blind this guy. Oh, it's gonna come close. There we go. Fight him. Get melted, son. Now we can focus on Harry Boulder. Oh, his health. What? What happened to him? I'm confused. Run away! It's over? We flat out killed the other guy. He's actually dead. Can't disappoint the younglings. Okay. Stay there. Now he's dead too. Everyone's dead. Good job. Good job, team. All those people watch these guys die. You've bested me, I yelled. Yeah, no kidding, Harry Boulder. I'm the hero of time. Yay! Good job, us. Where did this guy come from? Ooh, the ladies are into it too. Everyone's really happy. Dear Diary, today we beat up our friends and everyone clapped. The end. Can I play Dark Knight now? Please. I beat Harry Boulder. And Kootenet. Alpha Node. I beat up my friends now, because I'm bored. And judging by the smiles of these many faces, they too appreciate the hard-won strength that keeps the perils of the realm at bay. Guardian of Eorzea. Yes, that's the most fitting title. Do you recall when we first met? 'Twas the memorial service for the Battle of Cart. No. Time I was yet attempting to understand this land of Eorzea, I sought to grasp the reason why grandfather willingly sacrificed himself to protect it. I shall speak plainly, my initial impressions were less than favorable. Dire problems abounded, and yet the effort I saw expended toward their solution was haphazard and half-hearted. I thought Eorzeans a foolish and childish people. Considering the shambles their home was in, I would not have been surprised if some had chosen to swear allegiance to Gaius and the order he proposed to enforce. The legatus' single-minded military invasion precluded any such switching of loyalties, of course. Were not for a desire to continue grandfather's legacy, I would have abandoned the realm to its fate long ago. The threats were too many, the nations too self-involved and unstable. Okay. But then I found you. It was you who convinced me the salvation of Eorzea was possible. It was you who taught me through countless acts of bravery, and as my grandsire sought to preserve, it was not the land, nor its history, nor any single nation. It was you with the great bone necklace. It was the people, the wonderful, oft infuriating, stubborn people that suffer blow after terrible blow, only dragging themselves back to their feet and face another day. Though we never put such feelings into words, I believe grandfather's admiration for this inextinguishable courage grew into a fervent wish, a wish to aid Eorzea and its inhabitants in charting a course for the future. A wish that has now become my own. Okay. I too will endeavor to take up the mantle of guardian of Eorzea and champion these people towards a better world. Our cause, however, is not a simple one. The troubles that plague us are of a scale that cannot be solved by the science of the Seventh Dawn alone. No, what is needed to tackle the root of the primal threat and effectively counter the schemes of the Asians is new expanded organization that operates beyond the limitations of nations and boulders, that involves that weird clown from the Stephen King movies. It's the only way. If you would aid me in building such an organization, then pray let us continue this discussion back within the walls of the Rising Stones. Can we still bring the clown from It the clown? It would be terrifying for our foes to face. I'm just saying. Teleport back there. Yep, we're gonna teleport. There's gonna be a lot of talking now. Man, I thought I would be done by now. Thought we would be there. I feel like we've done 15. We've probably done like 6. We're reading too much. We should just skip all the lore. Thank you for coming. The world shifts and alters, and we, my friend, must ever be one step ahead of the chaos. What I propose is the formation of a new organization, group that shall pave the way for the truly united Eorzea. Okay. Hey, brother, how do you slot this materia into gear? I can't remember. Do you remember how the material works? You gonna talk, Awfl? Please be talking. No, pray forgive me if I tread over old ground. I will first speak of the grand plan. Since the advent of the 7th astral era, the leaders of the 3 nations have been deliberating over an accord that seeks to bring the disparate forces of Eorzea together into a single entity. A realm-wide grand company, if you will. The military might of such an institution would be drawn from every corner of the land and directed against threats that no single nation could hope to overcome alone. Yet, while the purpose of this hypothetical organization is undisputed, the logistics of a formation have become the source of endless debate. And the longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impetus towards unification draining away. Thus, I have been campaigning for the creation of what might be considered a trial company. It will be on a much smaller scale than what we have to hope to eventually achieve, but capable of the same manner of unrestricted operation accorded to the science. 'Tis my hope that the successful utilization of such a force will lend momentum to the lagging deliberations. Also, being primarily a military outfit, I mean to assuage fears of its misuse by placing the fledgling organization under the authority of the antecedent. Science worked tirelessly to protect Eorzea and its people. But as you yourself have witnessed with the refugee revolt, there are limitations to what even we can achieve. The With this new company under the Scion's command, however, we will be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties without straining our resources or overtaxing your formidable talents. The goal of my proposed organization and those of the Scions are ultimately identical, a point conceded by all concerned. But before I can move forward with establishing this precursor to the true border-spanning Grand Company, it is yet necessary that I visit the 3 leaders and gain their official approval. A tiresome and time-consuming task, which is why I ask you to accompany me on my journey and attend to the business of recruiting our inaugural members, while I am otherwise engaged with bureaucratic formalities. You want me to go all 3 towns and talk to people? Thank you. 'Tis reassuring indeed to know that the Bringer of Light and his discerning eye will be selecting our future allies. First destination is Limsa Lominsa, so let us rendezvous at Bulwark Hall. This freaking guy. Look at my fish. It has an oven built in. Nice. Okay. Okay. We'll do this one. This will be our last quest for the day. I just want to play Dark Knight. Is that too much to ask? I'm here, Alpha. While the Admiral and I are finalizing permissory boundaries and signing parchments, I would have you begin the recruitment process in earnest. I have, of course, endeavored to spread the word of our organization through various channels, but I believe a personal approach will reach many who may otherwise remain ignorant of the opportunity. As for potential members, it is no matter should they already be pledged to another institution, only that they're willing to lend their strength when the situation demands it, and you needn't range into the countryside. The upper decks alone are populated with sufficient candidates to suit our purpose. Once you're satisfied with the recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship ticket counter. We may prepare for the next leg of our journey. Okay. Going upstairs now. I hope this one's upstairs. It's probably not. Okay, what's upstairs for sure? Adventurers Guild. Oh, weird. There are no teleporters upstairs. Right? How bizarre. There's a thing. Culinarian skill. Why did it lie to me? Scouting for potential recruits. This is even worse. It doesn't give you a person to talk to specifically. It tells you to go look around. Rage building. You look like a good person for me. Okay, good. Got him. Who's next? Somebody at the Marauders Guild. The Marauders Guild. Rainer, you gotta help us, bro. I've been meaning to talk to you for forever. Okay. Thanks. The Aft Castle. Oh, we just passed the teleporter. Oh, Kayla. all of these pirates. Do what you want because a pirate is free. You are a pirate. We'll go across the bridge. Duck our head in here, see if there's anybody there. There is not. So here we go. Across the bridge. Neldik and Vermelis. Anybody in the blacksmith guild want to go with us? No. Can't jump over the hot things. The guildmaster is one of the people. Interesting. Okay. Who's left? One more person. Oh, wrong button. We did it. We found all of the people. Yum ahoy! Ship landing. Okay. Airship landing. Take me there. Airship landing, please. Okay, I recruited people for you, Awfl. Your recruiting went well, I trust. I'm curious how my proposal was received by the rough and ready folks of Linsa. A member of the legendary company of heroes indicated his interest. Astonishing. I knew enlisting your aid was the right choice. Few could boast the acquaintance of such an elusive character. I, too, was successful in my task. The Admiral consented to sign all the documents requiring her approval. I only hope that my visit with the other seeds here proceeds as smoothly. Pray continue on to Gridania at your own pace. I shall await your arrival at Nafka's altar. Okay. Off we go. Recruiting people for the army. So far we have 5. That's a big army. Alpha nude. Okay, you go talk to the person and I'll recruit people. I know the drill. This place is less of a maze than the last place. Should be fine. Malane? Selene, Malane? Wingshell distributor. There you are, Laurentius. You look sad. Oh, come on. I remember Laurentius, of course. Yeah. Join us, thank you. No. I think if we switch to Bard, we have a song that makes us run faster. But it would take me more time to figure out what it is than to just do this. Cool. Oh, do they actually show up as little dudes? This whole time. I've been trying to chase them down organically. Could have just followed the map. It appears to be the case. Or Sandal. All these people are sad. I think this is a different quest that popped up on the map. Thanks. Nice curtsy. Swift cast sprint. Sprint. Kind gold. Yay! Take me to the inn, please. Oh, the inn's right here, isn't it? It's one of these buildings, right? Yeah. Down there. Dumb day. Feeling good. That's a good name. Oh man, Uldal's gonna be a pain. But one we will bear because we are the master of time. The guardians of the galaxy. We are the guardians of the galaxy. Ember rule. Dun, 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 dun. Alpha nude. Okay, you go talk to the people and I'll recruit. Got it. Found you, Wilfred. Thanks. Teleport to the Miners Guild. And check something. Yeah. Alchemist, leather, goldsmith, carpenter. I guess they upped all these to 70, so these are no longer max level. If you're wondering how we made our fortune, that's how. I used to craft a lot of stuff, made some money. Craft and sell. It's actually quite fun. Why is there a circle here? Oh. They're around the corner. Someone's in the Weaver's Guild. Mummy's little mummy. Haha, get it. Haha, get it. There you are, Yellow Moon. And my axe. That's the last red circle. Maybe sometime later this week we'll be able to make Dark Knight a thing. And then we can tell the jokes and stories while we level up. Doesn't that sound fun? Yeah. Landebert. Really? Landebert's gonna join us? The guy that told us he wasn't gonna help us no matter what? Snigot! Thanks, Snigot. Royal Promenade. Okay. Back up here. Alpha Nude. How fared you? What hidden gems of the streets of Allah offer up for your unrelenting gaze? We got lots of soldiers. Okay. Yes, we're free to begin. You have no doubt surmised. The Sultana also graced my trial company with her blessings. The first wave of recruitment is over. Document signed. Finances secure. There's none to prevent me from taking the next step. Utter world domination. Concerned by the syndicate's involvement, as was I, thus was the origin of every coin of their contribution, carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Naturally, I would prefer not to rely upon outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. As for the rumors of doubt surrounding the enterprise, well, such things shall plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It will not be an easy process, but we will earn people's trust one success at a time. Speaking of time, we should waste no more of it. Yes, please. Let's return to the Rising Stones and lay the first stone for United Eorzea. Okay. Let's do that. And it sends me to the right... Oh. This is nice. Is it going to airship me to the Rising Stones? Mid-air collision. Bang! No, it's not airshipping me anywhere. We're just seeing Princess Onion.
Tell me, General, what think you of Alfino's bold endeavor?
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience, since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not closer together. Considering the many problems we face, should we not be glad that someone else is taking the initiative?
That's a good point. You guys are shit at fixing your own problems.
Our cooperation. Yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ul'dah is not alone in her duplicity.
Duplicity.
I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve. With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the 3 grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? Even under the watchful gaze of the Scions, it is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong. Does it not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
I have trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the primals. If they seek reinforcements, I deem it unwise to deny them. As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies. And what of the presence of our stalwart adventurer friend in this endeavor? I doubt the warrior of light would betray our cause.
Yes,
She doesn't
there is
trust
that,
us.
I suppose. Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will or no, the events of the age hurl us this way and that, like a dust devil skipping across the sands. Cannot be done about Telechi?
Telechi.
I have explored all avenues available to us, Your Grace. But as Ul'Dawn law now stands, we lack the evidence to convict him of any crime.
Is this guy just wearing
To
underpants?
arrest him on spurious grounds would only play into his hands.
Underpants and knee-high boots? For sure. Onion Queen is mad.
He has all but committed treason, and yet we can do nothing?
Go kill him with your onion dress.
Then what good our government? What worth the royal house? How deplorable this mockery of justice!
This is the queen, by the way. She just runs up for a hug. Hold me, you big strong man. Like, this is very unprofessional.
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
I'm just a soldier. You need to get your shit together. Even worse, she's standing in his lap. Okay, I'm glad we did this quest. That was awesome. Alright, let's go turn it in. And that'll be it for the day. We can end on a high note. Oh, you imagine your boss just running and crying and wanting a hug right then and there? Help me! No, get your shit together. Life is hard, deal with it. Put your sunglasses on and deal with it. Bubbly wobbles. Alpha Nude, I'm ready. Ready for the last cutscene of the night. Cannot pause the rest. The culmination of our efforts is at hand. I must see the preparations for the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services. I am certain the antecedent will be relieved to see you free to other duties. Okay. Good job, everybody. We're done. I wanted to go check on this guy that looked like a lion. I don't know what class or what character, what race it is, but he looked like a lion. I want to see the lion race. Garuda E. He's gone. Bubbly Wobbles. No, there he is. What are you, Bubbly Bubbles? He's one of the goat lizards. Okay. The really interesting haircut and a lot of face jewelry and skin scales. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but he looks interesting. Okay, that's all I wanted to see. Thanks everybody for tuning into the Awfl Show. This is it's been a 4-hour stream, just about 4 hours. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for keeping me company. Shoutouts to my brother in the chat. Thanks to all my silent watchers. I know, I see you guys in chat. Thank you for supporting. You don't have to say anything. You still make me feel good when you show up and you watch. Alright, if you guys are watching on YouTube, come check us out live. Hang out with us live. Twitch.tv/AWFL_. That's all I have to say. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Thanks for tuning in. As always, peace, love, video games. Bye-bye.